Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Factorio, the island. My name, of course, is Over the Potato. Let's get back into the swing of things, because why not? Let's do it. Alright, so today we've talked a lot about what we're gonna try and attempt to do today, should I say. And it's something that is somewhat very important to the... Excuse me? There we go. Thank you. Yes, something that is very important to the factory as a whole. So, without further ado, let us try and start on it. Okay. That's right. It's blue flasks. It had to happen. It had to happen. I've put it off for, far too long already, and we do actually need to start thinking about blue flasks. Now, obviously, making blue flasks is going to be kind of challenging, and it's going to take sort of a long process, so we're probably going to break it up into, into different blocks, I would say. The first thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to need to split this line here, because we're going to need batteries, and we're going to need batteries to go to somewhere else. Alternatively, we could just take this belt round here and make it over here. Kind of like that idea. Obviously, at the moment, we are getting fuck all battery production, but that's to be kind of expected because we just have abysmal amounts of oil at the moment. We've got pretty much no oil at all. So we'll have to think about what we do here. Yeah. I don't quite know how we're gonna deal with this actually. Wrong button. There we go. Okay, so batteries can come down here. That's something at least. That's something. Okay. So let's go over a quick little what we need for blue science packs. For blue science packs, we need a battery. We need advanced circuits, we need smart inserters, and we need steel plates. Okay, so steel plates, easy. Advanced circuits, well, they're not easy, but we've already got them being made, so easy. Batteries, easy. However, it's going to be a real problem to actually, get enough of them because we just do not have enough sulfuric acid coming in here. We've got, literally fuck all sulfuric acid, which is not great. It's not great at all. We just do not have enough oil for what we want to do, and we're going to need to figure out ways of fixing that. So batteries are a real concern for us at the moment, but oil is not the hardest thing to come by, and I'm sure we'll be able to go and rustle some up. Steel plates also pretty darned easy. Okay, so overall we should be able to do something fairly simple, I should think. And I'm thinking that we're going to do it over here. Why not? We've still got to have another belt come over this way. Actually, in fact, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. So basically what we need to do, and I've just run out of a steel axe, so I'm going to go build another one. What we need to do is we need to find a way of transporting these advanced circuits down to here, because the recipe for logistics robots requires an advanced circuit. So we're going to require a line of advanced circuits coming down this way. Alright, now what I'm saying is that perhaps we could somehow sneakily, excuse me, I want to pick this up. Why do you not allow me to do that? Perhaps we could sneakily incorporate a way for us to include, just one line of advanced circuits, and these bad boys could take from this belt, and then we could also have them feeding the blue belt, or feeding the blue assembly machines, the blue science pack assembly machines. I don't even know if I'm making sense at this point. I feel I'm probably not, but you know what? Let's do it anyway. That's not what I wanted to happen. Thank you. Just don't be a dick next time. Thanks. I appreciate it. All right, beauty, absolute beauty. So batteries should be able to come down here. Fantastic, grand. They should only be on one side. right? So theoretically, batteries should only come down one side. I don't know which side they're going to come down, but whatever. Let's, in fact, I could probably work out which side they're going to come down. Let's put in some... Oh my god. No, that was a bad plan. That was a bad plan, potato. Okay, there we go. We sort of fixed it. All I wanted to do was test to see if which side of the belt the iron would go down. It looks like it's going down onto that side of the belt. Sweet. Awesome. Alright, test is over. We've confirmed which side of the belt the batteries are going to appear on. So all we need to do is link up the advanced circuits to this side of the belt. Theoretically, I think that should work. Let me build a whole bunch of fast inserters. And fast inserters, let's not forget, are something that I am actually going to have to build fairly soon. And that does not fill me with a great amount of hope and joy. Let's actually pick all this up, because we can do something a little bit cleverer, I think. Okay. And you go like that. You go like that. You go like that. And then the rest, we underground belt to the underside, just so that we've got a little bit more of an even belt. It should work out mostly fine anyway, because let's face it, our production of advanced circuits, while it may look like we've got a lot, it's pretty limited, actually, in what we can do. So I shall move this around this way, move this around this way, and underground belt that over there, or perhaps just extend it by one. Yeah, that should work out just fine and dandy for what we need. Beautiful. Okay, so batteries are going to be on one side, and then of course the advanced circuits are going to be down the other side. Now the advanced circuits can be taken off this belt and transferred into the robot assembly area, into logistics robots. We can transform robot frames and advanced circuits into logistics robots. How grand is that? That should be absolutely fantastic, and I look forward to making that dream a reality. Okay, next things next. We need the inserters. The inserters. And this is a big process. This is a big process. Do not get disgruntled, but this is a big process. Okay, so we're already manufacturing these bad boys. We need to turn them into fast inserters, and we need 2 electronic circuits and 2 iron plates. So I guess we can probably do that over here. Yeah. Actually, we can do that over here. We can do that. We can do the entire process over here, I think. Yeah, we can do the entire process over here as long as we're very, very efficient with our use of space. Yeah, I think that would totally work. Okay, let's see about doing this. Yeah, what the heck? Oh man, I don't think this. Yeah, this factory has literally never produced anything in its entire life. Huh. Who would have thought, because I just didn't extend the belt. That is ridiculous. That's crazy. No matter. No matter at all. Let's do this. Let's do this in a way which doesn't disrupt everything that the world has ever known. Alright, so let's preemptively stick down a couple of assembly machines, alright? So there, and there. And these are going to be the assembly machines that we use to turn normal inserters into fast inserters. Fantastic. Okay, so as soon as we get this up and running, we should have a lot easier of a time whenever we need fast inserters. And we actually might be able to replace some of the, the normal inserters that we have just kicking around the factory with the faster variety of inserters, so to speak. So let us make these bad boys. There we go. And now we need to find a way. We need to find a way of getting some smart inserters, or getting some regular inserters into the smart inserter machine. And that's going to be the most difficult part of this entire process, I think. And there is a way to do it with underground belt, I think. Some way to separate two contents, or two pieces of, you know what I mean. Two pieces of, yeah, whatever. All right, I'm losing consciousness. I'm not losing consciousness. I'm losing my ability to speak coercively. Not coercively. That's probably not the right word. I don't want to speak coercively. Alright, stick that in there, stick that in there. Perfect. Basically, I think there's a way that we can... Yeah, so that would make us only get belt. Now, I don't really only want belt, to be honest. I kind of want only normal inserters, to be honest. It's not really going to give us the right combination of... I mean, that gives us only inserters. That kind of works, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't exactly look pretty, but you know, whatever. It doesn't need to look pretty. It just needs to actually work. All right, great. So we did that little trick with underground belt. That's kind of cool. And now all we need to do is swap the direction of these guys. Excuse me. Excuse me. There we go. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And we should all be ready to go as soon as we add on these long-assed inserters. And that should allow us to be producing smart inserters. Not smart inserters, fast inserters. That's the one that I was looking for. That's the one. Alright, grand. That works, and that works perfectly. So let's build a whole butt-ton more long-armed inserters. And then let's think about turning them into smart inserters. Now, the recipe for smart inserters is literally fast inserters and 4 electronic circuits. And that may seem simple, but 4 electronic circuits, that is a lot of circuits. That is a really, really, really large amount of circuits. Alright, I guess we can put the assembly machines right here, actually. Yeah, no reason not to, I guess. Inserters, smart inserters. There we go. And then we just bring in a secondary belt of circuits. Is that what we do? I think that's what we do in this case, actually. Yeah, I mean, the amount of consumption of circuits is going to be pretty darned insane. And what I mean by that is we are going to be consuming a lot of circuits to make this happen. And we're probably going to need to upgrade all of this belt to, you know, fast belt to actually make it viable. Because let me tell you, we are going to be consuming a ridiculous amount of circuits to make all this stuff happen. And I don't know if it's going to work. I hope it does. I really, really hope it does. We'll give it a shot, shall we? Okay. Underground belt this. Okay, we need to underground belt all this as well. Man, what a massive faff. Ugh, it's worth it though. It's worth it. It is absolutely worth it. That's not where I wanted to put that belt, but thank you anyway for, you know, trying, game. Alright, grand. Alright, that should work. Apart from that single lonely bit of iron, should be pretty much up to speed. And unbelievably, this has taken a lot shorter than I actually expected it would. I thought it would take a lot longer to do all the stuff that we actually needed to do. Turns out, no, we've managed to do it in fairly good time. And, you know, we're not even at the end of the episode yet, and we're accomplishing goals like there's no tomorrow. It's crazy. This is what happens when I don't procrastinate. I actually get stuff done. Crazy, isn't it? Alright. We are going to turn all of this into fast belt, as I said. we are going to need the ability to have a lot of circuits flowing through here. Already, you'll get a sense of scale of the demand that we have. Come on, just upgrade. Oh, that we didn't even need to upgrade that belt, but whatever, we did. Let me build some fast inserters, which is really, really stupid, considering we've now got a fast inserter manufacturing area, literally a dedicated area for fast inserters. But whatever, doesn't matter. Still being attacked by Mr. Bitey and his friends. I'm all right with that. And I guess we want to buffer this. I guess we want to buffer. Yeah. Buffer these inserters. We should probably have buffered smart inserters as well. Not smart inserters, fast inserters. In fact, you know what? I'm going to make a... Wow. That entire side of the factory is connected by just that pole. Okay, I'll put it back. So that we can resume turret firing over there. Because, of course, that turret requires electricity. Yeah, what I'm actually going to do here is I'm just going to make sure that, yeah, we have just a chest where we can always get fast inserters from, because fast inserters are sort of the thing that we always need to have on us and we never really want to make, but if we're not buffering them, then we're never going to have the ability to not make them. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Upgrade that belt just in case. And fast inserter. Do we have one more fast inserter? We have. For goodness sake, I needed to make one more fast inserter. That's ridiculous. Yeah. All right. So just keep me, like 3 piles of the things there, and that should be fine. So, all right, steel chests. Let's get some steel chests together. Not there. That is ridiculous. Why would I want to place one there? Oh man. All right. This is good. This is good. And we're going to see right now how many circuits this entire process actually requires. So let's see if it does work. Let's see if it actually does work. Because, my oh my, I would expect our circuits to be the first thing that, that gives up. Yeah, we're losing circuits like there is no tomorrow. Yeah, we need to upgrade a whole bunch of inserters to fast inserters. Because otherwise there is no hope for us. So let me go down to my, fast inserter buffer chest, which was totally planned out by me. Yeah, and look at the number of fast inserters. Look at the number of circuits that we're actually consuming right now. It's kind of crazy. All right. So I think we need to upgrade all of these bad boys, and I think we need to upgrade all the inserters as well. Yeah, let's see if this actually does work. At least we've got a lot of backlog of electronic circuits to go through, and that's going to assist us. That really is. But at the same time, I'm not super thrilled with the fact that we don't have as many fast inserters. Not as many fast inserters, as many, circuits as we possibly could have. We've got a lot, but we need to up our production even more, because we've only got 6.8k in that chest, and that may seem like a lot, but that is going to go down very, very fast when you look at the number of circuits that we actually need for these smart inserters. It's crazy, isn't it? It is absolutely crazy. 2 turrets are engaged with the enemy over there. Fine, I don't care. We're managing. All right, we're upgrading all of these bad boys. We should have pretty much continuous production of everything right now. As soon as we upgrade these inserters, we should have it. 1 turret is engaged with the enemy. Great, don't really care. And replace that in there. Yeah, we should have continuous circuit production now, so just that little optimization, I think, of our circuit production is really, really, really going to help out. I think it really should. Alright, ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Old Potato. This has been Factorio the Island, and in the next episode, we're going to pull together all of the different components that we have assembled in this episode, and we shall start making the fabled blue circuit. Not blue circuit, blue science pack. That's the one. So many mistakes. So many verbal mistakes today. So many. Alright, ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.